What's up guys, Jeremy the Machine Scott here. Welcome back to my channel. I'm gonna break down fat loss, how to lose weight, how to effectively lose weight, and some very important information that you need to know if your goal is to lose weight or if your goal is to gain weight. You need to understand this first. I know you have goals. You wanna lose 20 pounds, 30 pounds, 10 pounds, whatever your goal is. You wanna gain 5 pounds, gain some muscle, bigger biceps, bigger quads. You need to listen to what I'm about to tell you before you start going after your fitness goals. I need you to subscribe and hit that like button down below. I'm gonna break down the law of thermodynamics and weight loss for you today. I'm gonna make it as simple as possible so you can understand. And if you take this information and apply it, it's gonna help you reach your goals more effectively, more efficiently. This is gonna give you all the information that you need to effectively reach your fitness goals. The first thing I want to address about the law of thermodynamics is that this law applies to everyone. Yes, everyone. Even the guy who eats whatever he wants and he stays at single-digit body fat, believe it or not, the law of thermodynamics even applies to him. This is science and this is a law, and you cannot break this law. It's just there. No one is exempt from the law of thermodynamics. Energy cannot be created, and the energy comes from where? Where do you think energy comes from? Do you think it comes from food? Where? If you guess food, you are wrong. Energy does not come from food. Believe it or not, energy comes from the sun. The sunlight shines down on the plants, photosynthesis. The energy gets stored into the plants. We get our energy from the plants. You might say, well, I'm not a vegetarian or I'm not a vegan. That's not true. I don't get my energy from plants. I get my energy from meat. So you do get your energy from plants. Whether it's directly or indirectly, you get your energy from plants. The energy gets stored into the plants. The energy is then transferred through the food chain from plants to mammals. After that, the plants are then consumed directly or indirectly. So you do get your energy from the sun and from the plants. Mammals consume the plants, and then we eat meat and we get our energy. So if there was no energy coming from the sun, all the plants would die, all the mammals would die. We would not be able to sustain life, and we would all die. In order to lose weight, you need to take in a certain amount of calories. So you might ask yourself, what's the right amount of calories for my goals or for my weight? You can start with a certain amount of calories and you can make adjustments from there. You can give or take based off of the numbers that you're seeing on the scale, or based off of what you're seeing is happening in your physique or your body fat levels. If you see your body fat's not going down, you can start to adjust your calories and bring them down. Or if your goal is to gain mass and your numbers are not going up on the scale, you can adjust your calories and start bringing the numbers up on the scale. So a lot of things affect how many calories somebody needs. Age, your weight, your height, your gender, all these things affect how many calories you need to start with. So you gotta start somewhere, pay attention to the scale and see what's happening from there. The best thing you can do is get with a professional, hire a coach, get with Fitt, www.quickfit1.com. Get signed up for some online coaching and I can help you figure out how many calories that you need to start with. The link is down below. All energy taken into the body is accounted for, okay? It doesn't disappear, it doesn't go away, there's no hacks, there's no magic tricks, all right? So if you wanna lose weight, you gotta take in less calories than you burn. It has nothing to do with thyroid. If you don't take in the right amount of calories, you will not lose weight. If your goal is to gain weight, you don't take in the right amount of calories, you're not gonna be able to gain weight and gain muscle the way you want to. So how do you make this happen? First of all, stop playing guesswork and you gotta keep track. How else will you ever know how many calories you're taking in if you don't count them, if you don't keep track? Your goal is to lose weight. How else will you ever know how many calories you're taking in if you don't count them? If you wanna start lowering your calories, you gotta be accountable and you gotta track your calories. You gotta keep track of what's going in. So that's the first step. Track what's going in and take in less calories than you burn to get yourself into a deficit. The next step, increase your activity level. How do you increase your activity level? You can start on a strength training program, you can start on a cardio program, and you can stay consistent and you can stop skipping workouts. That's how you get on a consistent workout plan. I know sometimes you're tired, you don't feel like it, you're not in the mood, but that's when you gotta push through and apply that self-discipline and work out when you don't feel like it. And eat the right foods even when you don't feel like it. This is how you build consistency over time. Apply that self-discipline, which is doing things that you don't wanna do and doing it anyways. That's how you get consistent. By being consistent, you get the results. It's not 1 week, 2 week magic trick. Okay, 30 days is a good amount of time to get started on some good habits. You take in more calories than you burn. Those excess calories get stored into body fat for later use. So in order to get rid of those stubborn fat cells, you got to get in a deficit. You got to get in an energy deficit where your body is taking that stored energy and using it as fuel. All right, it's burning it off. That's how we lose body fat. There's a lot of different things that can affect your ability to get into that caloric deficit and to move more. There's things that are going to affect your ability to move more and eat less. If you're in school, living on campus, the foods that are available to you based off of your job, the food that's around, the food that's available to you based off of the demographics, your age, your weight, these things can affect you in your weight loss goals, your weight gain goals as well. Social influences, family gatherings, going out to parties, going out drinking, social norms and things like that. All these things are going to affect whether you can effectively lose weight. These things can make it harder, or whether you can effectively gain weight. All these things that I just listed are going to make it a little bit more of a challenge for you. It's not meant to be easy. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. It's not always going to be easy. Stop seeking the easy way out. Stop looking for an easy out. Okay, that's not the answer. That's not going to get you results. That's going to lead you to failure and frustration. There's no easy way around it. You got to do what's hard. You got to do what's challenging. And you got to continually challenge yourself and find ways to perfect and improve the process. Maybe get rid of all the junk food in your house. Create a more active lifestyle for yourself. Go walk the dogs more. Go on walks. Get up and stretch. Get up and walk around. Get more active. Get together with friends and go on hikes instead of go out to the bar and go to drink and then come home and sit on your butt and just watch Netflix. There's so many other ways that you can think of, and just get creative to start changing your lifestyle. You got to be willing to commit to changing your lifestyle. If you don't change your lifestyle, the results aren't going to come. It's never going to happen. Change the lifestyle and commit to the process. Once you do that, the results will start to come. And once again, it's not overnight. This is a step-by-step process. And don't quit when you fail. You got to be persistent. Persistency does not recognize failure. You got to push and keep moving forward. Keep track of your calories, write it down, weigh your food out on a scale, be accountable, and eat the right foods. Yeah, it's cheaper to go buy processed, multiple ingredient foods, but these foods are killing your results. These are adding excess body fat that you don't want to have on, or these are stopping you from putting on the muscle that you want to put on. These foods are cheap, right? You save money, and they're multiple ingredient processed foods, but it's killing your body. Your body is a temple, so you got to be careful about what you put in your body. I'm not saying you can't go have a burger and can't go have fries, but just be mindful of it. Be selective of how often and how frequently you do these kind of things. The numbers on the scale aren't doing what you want to do. If you're not losing inches, you're not losing body fat, you're not losing weight, you might want to take a deeper look into what kind of lifestyle you have. Are you getting your rest at night? Are you staring on your phone, staying up all night? All these things can affect your sleep. Your sleep affects your metabolism. It affects your cravings throughout the day. One thing affects another. So make sure your life is in balance as much as possible. Make sure you subscribe and hit that like button down below. Jeremy, the Machine Scott, out.